We're still here live at the International Conference Center. This is Obidient TV, and I'm joined by my guest here, Comrade Anslem. Good to have you here. Yes, now Comrade Anslem is the National Youth Leader for lLabour Party and also the Edo North
Senatorial candidate.
Senatorial candidate. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Good to have you here on a day like this.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so just before you joined, myself and my colleagues, we were talking about, the essence of having this summit today. We also touched the essence of having young people actively participate in politics. Now, we know that prior to the year 2018 when the bill was passed, allowing young people run. Of course, we know the code, not too young to run.
Yeah.
Now, there's been challenges that young people have faced from becoming solely active in politics. Now, let's look at some of these challenges. Now, what do you think some of these challenges were, and how are things moving on going forward?
Basically, first and foremost is the awareness.
Okay.
The orientation about good enough. We had the Not Too Young to Run Act, a bill that became an act lowering the age for young Nigerians to participate in politics. Obviously, that participation is what we are beginning to see.
Right.
If you look at the Labour Party, for instance, I'm a young man.
Yeah.
I think I'm the senatorial candidate for Edo North, as much as I'm the national youth leader of Labour Party.
Yeah.
Again, by the time INEC releases the final list of candidates, you will have noticed that Labour Party already has paraded a very large number of young Nigerians. Some of the challenges ideally will have been probably the cost of running elections, probably procuring forms. Basically, you agree with me if you look at what happened recently. The APC, the PDP, their nomination form was sold as much as 100 million, for instance, for president, but that for Labour Party was 30 million in total. Now, again, as you go down the rung of the ladder, the price reduces. Now, again, this afforded many young Nigerians the opportunity. Let me tell you part of what Labour Party did, and it's on record.
Okay.
I can tell you that so many people who have emerged as candidates today probably did not even finish paying. Yeah, because of their expression and nomination forms fee.
So it was competency first.
Oh yeah, so Labour Party has taken into consideration first and foremost competence.
Okay.
Yeah, people that have capacity to be able to win an election, not necessarily the monetary aspect. Because what we know about election is that it's always a crowd-funded issue.
Yeah.
That is election.
Okay.
So it's not about how much an individual can put on the table. No. First, you have the spread, you have the capacity, intellect, you have the crowd. This summit is organized basically by the coalition group. Now, these are a group of 39 different groups that came together under one umbrella as a coalition. This is an initiative of the coalition group. It's possible. So basically what we have done as a party is to ensure that all the support groups across the length and breadth of this country are brought into the fold. Now, they have become a mini or unit cell or cells of the party. Because you agree with me that the support groups, they exist in different states, in different local government.
Yes.
So what we have done deliberately now, upon their registration with the party, they become part and parcel of the party. We have given them certificates to enable them carry out their activities at their own level. Now, in the days ahead, like I say, you begin to see the Labour Party insignia, our logo, our flag, hosted in all of these offices that is owned by the support group. So the structures have basically become the structures of Labour Party. So when people talk about Labour Party not having structure, of course you and I today will agree that Labour Party has structure. But as a party, I say this always, the structures of the parties are the National Working Committee, the State Executive Council, the Local Government Council, the Ward Council. These are the constitutional structures of the party. But you agree with me that we need more hands.
Okay.
Now the support groups have come to lend us that helping hand. They have expanded the scope of our structure. Again, I talk about the labor movement, the NSC, the Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the trade unions. Now basically these are federal government owned structures, as it were, because these are civil servants. But because they are labor, and the Labour movement registered the Labour Party.
So there's a fusion.
So there's a fusion. Now, the Labour movement, they have what called a political commission. They cut across the 774 local government and the over 8,000 political wards in Nigeria. Now, all of these structures automatically our Labour Party structure, both in structure, in terms of physical structure,
yeah.
both in terms of human structure, because the human beings in all of this, the Labour movement, every civil servant in Nigeria is a member of the Labour Party, as it were today, as it is by constitutional provision. So we cannot now be talking about Labour Party not having structure, where in the real sense we have the most structure
Well,
in
good
terms
to
of
know.
human materials and every aspect you
Good
can
to
think
know.
of.
Good to know. Thank you
you.
so much. It was really very interactive with you, Comrade Anslem. We'll get back to live feed from inside the summit to see what's happening. Thank you so much for spending this time with
I
us.
need to thank you, all of you here at the Obidient television, for the wonderful work you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
Again, I thank the support groups, particularly as epitomized today by the coalition group that put together this summit. I want to say a big shout out to all of them there.
Amazing.
This is strong collaboration.
All right.
Amazing.
Thank you all.